Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's video, we're playing some more Fran Bow. This is episode 5 and chapter 5 of the game, and we're going to be finishing the game in today's video. Now, I do have to make a quick disclaimer before we begin today. I actually recorded this all the way to the end already. This is my second time recording it because the first time, the game audio didn't come out. I have got my original commentary recorded. What I'm going to be doing is basically showing you guys how to go through the game almost like a guide because I already have solved all the puzzles, so I'm not going to pretend like, oh, this is how you work out this puzzle again. I'll just show you going all the way through the chapter, but because I have my original reaction to things, at certain points during cutscenes and stuff, I will include my original reaction to stuff. So with that said, guys, let's finish off Fran Bow. It's going to be a good episode today. A lot happens in chapter 5. It's very exciting, so let's hop into it. Chapter 5, The House of Madness. Let's do it. What? We're tied up in the bedroom? Aunt Grace? Is that you? My darling, you finally woke up. You're at home, my dear. Am I? Really? That's incredible. I'm so happy to see you. Please give me a hug. Soon, my darling. And where is Mr. Midnight? Your cat? Well, you know he ran away after what he did. What? He ran away? But what did he do? Well, your cat killed my sister and your father. He's a traitor. That's not true. It can't be. He didn't do it. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. In the end, we must have a guilty one, right? But you can't blame Mr. Midnight. He's my best friend. But it's easier to blame somebody else than taking responsibility, isn't it? I will always take responsibility for my actions, even if they're not so good. What a good girl. Rest now, my darling. You need it. But Aunt Grace, don't leave me. Why am I chained to the bed? Because your hands do bad things when they are untied. What are you talking about? Uncuff me now. I have to go and find Mr. Midnight. Little shining Fran, don't you worry about the lies. The seeker of truth will always die because the evil will never hide. Little shining Fran, go to bed and sleep tight, and forget the pain inside your mind. You were selected to suffer, to cry and hate, but the darkness wants to free you from all disgrace. Sleep tight, my darling Fran. And off she goes. Oh man, this is weird. We're tied to a bed. Oh no, don't leave me here, Aunt Grace, come back please. Why is she acting so strange? Why blame Mr. Midnight? Kitty couldn't have killed my parents. His claws are so tiny and soft. I hope he is fine. But what should I do now? We've got to work out what to do. Tick tock, crazy sound, it never stops. Now that I think about it, the clockmaker said that time is a layered reality. Maybe there's another version of me in this room in another time. Or I'm just imagining things. But if it's true, how could I make contact with her? Dr. Dean said that everything is in my head. Right, so here we go. We've got to figure out a way off this bed. Maybe by using both realities. Are there any monsters in the closet? I guess not. My dollhouse. Oh, so many loving memories. I painted this one. It's Kitty and me. Just examining stuff around the room. Can't do much else. Oh. And there is another version of Fran. And the wind took away all the magical dust. Oh, hello. What are you doing on my bed? Are you sick? Your bed? This is my bed. And no, I'm not sick. But you are chained. Are you a dog? Wait, don't I know you? I'm not a dog, and yes, I'm chained. Can you unlock it? Whoa, you are myself. You really are. You think so? Then this means that I managed to enter the Ultra reality. Did you meet Itward already? He's always talking about that. Yes, I met him already, but I haven't seen him since the crash. You crashed? Well, that means you are broken. I'm not broken, why would you say that? Well, think about it. The only way to cross into the Ultra reality is to break your eyes, to break your ears, to break the physical limitation. That sounds extreme. You think I'm dead? No, not at all. They told me to die is just a mental state. They? Who are they? All the creatures that we can see, the black ones, the white ones. Do you know why we can see these things? Yes, a man called Leon came to visit once and told me everything. Oh, can you tell me then, why do we see the things that we do? What about if I help you unlock the handcuffs first, then we can talk? Good idea. I also need to find Mr. Midnight. I think he's in danger. Aunt Grace blames him for the death of our parents. Who is Mr. Midnight? What? That's our kitty, you know, our best friend. I don't have a cat. I guess that's the difference between us. Anyway, let me see if I can unlock you. It so happens that I'm a key collector. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we can see there's a picture of Dr. Oswald up here. He's the doctor behind all the weird goings on around the Oswald Asylum. If we check in this cupboard here, guys, we can have a look at this picture, and obviously we see Itzward there and Palontras, the flying axolotl thing with Fran on the back. I don't think there's anything else around here that we can touch, but there is a box here of keys that we can use to unlock Fran. So let's go back to Fran and help her out of these chains. Let's see which key. So it's this key. There we go. Aha, unlocked. She's free from her chains, from her shackles. Thank you so much, Fran, huh? You really have a lot of keys in there. Yes, don't you? Oh, Fran, before I forget, Palontras told me that if somehow we met, I should give you this. Here, I think it will help you open something. Palontras? You know him too? Wow, thank you. Yes, he also told me that if we ever meet, you would be ready for what's about to come up. What? Ready for what? Tell me. Oh no, I can't now. She's coming, be quiet. The nurse. Come on, Fran. You must see the doctor now. Okay, we're going to the doctor. I'm guessing we're taking control of other Fran again. And now we're back in the room at our parents' house. No, don't go, little Fran. We have stuff to talk about. That nurse is bad. Bad nurse. She was the one lying to the newspaper about me. Anyway, I must find the monster. I'm sure he took Mr. Midnight. But nobody can take my kitty away from me. Nobody. Alright, now if we have a look, guys, we have got this piece of paper, and if we examine it, you'll see it says, the little golden box was having a hard time. All the screaming and the boogers were driving me mad. I press it by the ears, first twice to the left and once to the right. I rub its only eye 2 times to see if it has tears this time. I take him once by the left ear and scream, stop whining, you little golden box. Press your eye again and open the door. These are instructions. And what we need to do is we need to examine the box that Palontras gave to us. And now by following the directions from that little note, we're able to open the box. So what we need to do is click the left ear twice, then the right one once, then we click the eye twice, then we click the left ear again once, and the eye in the middle again once. That opens the box, that's the puzzle. Of course, this time we're playing it, I already know what to do, so it's quite easy. And here we go, we've got a cat key, which we can actually use on this cat toy. Remember in the last episode I said, oh, there's a key lock here. We have to actually use this. And there we go, we've unlocked it. And this makes the door over here appear. Yeah, there we go. So we've done that. That's how we're going to get out of the room. There's a few other things we want to examine while we're in this room. So the first thing is that we can actually examine this. It says the summer dress has a big button. If we take the knife, we can use that to cut the button off. We're going to need that for later. There's also a picture over here where we see Fran with another girl that looks very, very similar. They're both holding 2 little sort of versions of Mr. Midnight. which is interesting to note. Now there's some balloons here that we can also take. We're going to need those. And I just can't remember if there's anything else that we need in here. I think there's a box, yeah, like this little toy box here we need as well. That's everything that we need from this closet, so we can go back now. Now if we check out this little doll's house, you'll notice you can move stuff around. We need to take this piano peg for a start. That's going to come in useful later. We're also going to want to move these around, and you can see there's a key hidden in this dollhouse. And we just use the knife to cut around the key. And there we go. It says, a key, I bet this can unlock something. Nice and easy when you know what you're doing, isn't it? This did take me a while to figure out on our first playthrough, which didn't come out. There's a picture over here as well, you can see, which is a painting that Fran did of her and her kitty laying in the field together. If we look out the window here, we can see there is a Kamala down here. We need to get rid of this, but we can't get rid of it until later, so we're going to come back to this in a little bit. Also, if we walk over here and examine this picture, you'll see there's a picture of Fran and her kitty having a nice little picnic in the woods together. She's got her juice box on the go, little sandwiches. Looks very nice. A lot nicer than this game usually looks. But with that said, guys, we can now head out and go into the next room. You can see this room's very strange. We've got Fran looking through the wallpaper there into the room like a giant version of her. We're going to go and take this key to begin with. A key to unlock things that are locked. Now, we can use this key on door 105. We can also use this key on 104. So there we go. We're going to want to go through 104 first. And there's an eye here that we can speak to, which is the all-seeing eye. Intruder, infiltrator, why would you enter without presenting yourself? I am Akula, the eye from beyond, behold my beauty. Oh, I'm sorry, what a big eye you are. You must see very well. I see everything, nothing less. Well, if you see everything, can you see my cat? Your cat? How is it possible that you own a cat? Are you royal? A queen? A princess? No, I don't own him, but we have a relationship. We're friends. Friends? How lovely. But yes, I did see a cat earlier today. It was crying for help from inside a cage. The bearer of the cage entered Mabuka's underground. He's still down there, inside the cage. Can you describe the cat you see? Big yellow eyes, pink nose, its fur very dark, black as the deepest night. It's him! It's my friend, Mr. Midnight. I have to go and find him. But Mabuka is asleep. Waking her up can only end in disgrace. I'm not afraid of her. Well, feel free to take everything that you need from my home. You are brave, and I respect bravery very much. Thank you, Akula. I'm Fran, by the way. I'll see you around. Okay, so now guys, we need to take the hairbrush. That's going to come in useful, as you'll see. Pull this as well. And head on through this painting. Now this is a weird alien character. We will meet him soon and have a little talk to him. But before we do that, what we're going to want to do is go over and examine this machine. We're going to want to take the button and put it inside here. Then we turn the crank. We get a pair of pliers. We're going to want to use these pliers for something pretty gruesome in a little while. It's pretty nasty. We're also going to want to take this power cable now. We'll use that later. And we also want to take the bottle. Now you might be wondering, why are we collecting all of these random things? Like, what is this all for? Well, if we have a look at this paper, this is the ECOG clock, and it was designed by Cogwind, who of course we met in a first day. He was the kind of clockmaker guy. And we're actually, as you see, collecting stuff to make up this clock. This clock will wake up the all-powerful force of Mabuka. So far we have the empty case, black wire and piano keys. We've almost got the bottle of water. We just need to fill the bottle with water. And then we've got all these other things that we need, like a working bulb, a wake-up clock, soap bar, and a glove. Now I'll just read this to you, because this is like the instructions for the clock. Mabuka, Mabuka, wake up, Mother Mabuka. The horned child is playing with the light. The Valakas is angry and shining too bright. Mother Mabuka, wake up, and give up the child before the darkness ends in the hands of the light. Mabuka must wake up. Let's build the ECOG clock on the back of the giant cat. We need to remember this because this is how we build the clock. Too strong are the bubbles and too bright the light. She cried, me, Mabuka, the mother of darkness, will open my heart. Please take my little horned evil child and shut down the lights. So here we go, that's what we have to do. We basically use this clock to wake up Mother Mabuka in a little bit. We need to head on back, and first we're gonna go down to this door here, 105. I'm gonna speak to these skulls. I don't think that's appropriate, miss. I'm sorry, but I need this key. There are many doors that I wish to unlock. Tell your friend to be nice and open his mouth. He won't. He never does. Besides, his teeth are reinforced. It would be really hard to get the key without his permission. Reinforced teeth? I see. Well, I'll see what I can do to take the key then. And who are you, if I may ask? Well, I'm Fran. Nice to meet you, Fran. I'm Roberto. Welcome to Mabuka's den. Mabuka? Who is Mabuka? You don't know who Mabuka is? You don't? Leave now. Just leave. But Roberto, sir, I haven't been here before. Don't judge me for not knowing. Tell me who Mabuka is instead so I know. Okay. Mabuka is the mother of darkness. The darkest darkness, the obscurity, the end of light. Mabuka is the mother of all creatures from the fifth reality. What? Am I at the fifth reality? I thought Ramor was the king here. Ah, Ramor, the terrible black, the son of darkness. Nobody likes him too much. Now you should go, I've said enough. Alright, I'll be back later anyway. I must get your friend's key. And get it we shall, because we're going to use the pliers here, guys. As I said, you use them for a pretty gruesome task. It's to procure the key from this guy's teeth. As you can see, that is pretty nasty. But we've now got the key. There we go, shiny little key. Come here, I wonder what door you'll unlock. We've also got a note here which says inside the little house, which of course we didn't need the clue to because we've already got that key. We've got a telephone here, we will be using that later, but for now we're gonna head over to this little alien character and speak to him. I'm not done, Mother. I'll take another bath after this one because I stink. Who told you that? The creeps that walk on my skin, they are getting sick. They vomit every time they eat from my skin because I stink. I don't smell anything. What is this smell you're talking about? I stink like the most unpleasant stench. I do believe you, but I can't smell it. Sorry, I have to go now. We want to take his soap. Does the sound of my heart disturb you? It can stop all of a sudden, and that would be the end. I just want the soap. I don't like to think about the heart's beat, I just want the soap. Soap? Are you having trouble with hygiene? Yes, terrible problems with hygiene. I smell like my flesh was all rotten inside. But that sounds delicious. I don't think that would be a problem. Maybe for you. Please just let me have the soap for a little while. Alright then, take it. It's all yours. Happy little alien. He's all too happy to let us have the soap there. He says, be careful with the hijackers. They love children that smell like soap. They eat their baby bodies and keep their heads, their beautiful baby faces. That sounds terrible. I'll be careful. Thank you for the soap. See you later. Okay guys, we want to turn the tap on next. Once the tap has been turned on, we take this water bottle and fill it up. We also want to take the balloons and fill these too. There you go, you can see Fran is filling up the balloons with the water. You might ask why we're doing this. Obviously we saw earlier that strange creature, the Kamala I think it was called, from the bedroom window. So what we're going to want to do now is go back, open up the bedroom window and use these balloons to dispel the evil from him, because of course in the last episode we learnt that water dispels the evil from these Kamala creatures. So we want to throw 3 balloons at him and eventually we're gonna get him. There we go. Yes, I did it. Goodbye, Kamala. And the tree comes to life. Whoa, I don't feel the sadness anymore, thank you. Don't worry, I'm happy you feel better. I do feel better. Let me give you something in return. There we go, we have a stick. There, a piece of me. You can plant it if you like. Thanks, sir. I have to go now. I must find my cat. I hope you find it. See you around. Now, the stick is going to come in useful for something in a little while, which we will shortly see. But we do have another key now. So what we want to do is use the key on door 102, where we're going to get our final item. There's a giant cat here, which is really strange. Looks like a giant version of Mr. Midnight. Now, if we open the hatch on the back, this is where we're going to place all the items in a moment. We can see we've got the alarm clock around its neck, which we need to take first. That's one of the items we need. You'll now see that if we look at our page, we have everything except for a working bulb and a glove. So what we're going to need to do is move that along like that. Collect up the glove. There we go. So we've taken that. Now we're going to go back into room 104. We're going to use the glove to take one of these light bulbs, because they're very hot. She'll burn her hand if we don't use the glove. Now we head on back into 102, and we go up this little elevator to speak with another character. This weird looking thing right here. It's one of the firefly things again. Well, they're called like Luciferns, I think. Excuse me, I really need the key hanging just behind you. Excuse me, but I do not talk to strangers. You don't need to talk, just let me have the key, please. If I choose not to talk to strangers, not listening is also part of the deal. How disappointing. I have a question. Are you stuck to this tree? I'm firmly attached to it. Why do you ask? I'm just curious. See you later. So what we're going to do is offer to brush the hair, because we know these creatures, these Luciferns from episode, I think it was 2, like their hair to be brushed. So we're kind of just remembering how we solved prior puzzles here. Look, I found a magical hair comb. Isn't it great? I don't know. A hair comb? What is that? Well, it's to make your hair feel very pretty and smooth. Would you like to try it? Well, I don't know. Is it dangerous? It can be very pleasant if we do it smoothly. All right, let's try it. All right, but just promise you won't burn me, okay? Look, I only burn if I'm in danger. Be gentle and nothing bad will happen. Okay, I'll be gentle. There we go, we're brushing the hair of that weird thing. It's very strange. But it worked. Just changed into all these fireflies or dragonflies. What is happening to me? I've never experienced anything like this before. But how? You're a Lucifern. All Luciferns I've met do this all the time. Really? Well, thank you very much. It feels incredible. I feel like I need to fly away. There she goes. Sweet. So now, guys, we can use the stick on the key. So we've got that. And we can head back down. The key we just got there takes us to Mabuka, to Mother Mabuka. But first, before we can actually go and visit her, we're going to want to make up our like secret box. Well, it's not the secret box, it's called the ECOG clock. We're going to want to make this up. We have all the items that we need now for it. So what we have to do is place all of these items into the hatch on the back of a cat, as it said in the instructions. Any order will do, I think. Just place them in there. The alarm clock next. A bottle of half filled with water. The soap. I think this is the last item. Nope, we actually need the toy box as well. There we go. And that's everything. Now the cat's gonna open its big mouth and give us the box. It's like a production line. It's very strange. This is the alarm clock that wakes Mother Mabuka. We now have it in our possession. We'll have a little look at that, as you can see. Pretty awesome. Bit strange as well, has to be said. But now we can get into this blood-stained room, which is room 103. So we're gonna wanna use this key on that. Open it up and head on inside. So what we want to do is use this clock on Mother Mabuka. Creature from above, get out from Mabuka's den. You're not welcome. Excuse me, but I'm looking for my cat and I need to wake up Mabuka. Just Mabuka? It's Mother Mabuka for you, you arrogant little infant. And how do you plan to wake her up, eh? With the crazy ideas of Cogwind? Cogwind is a nice clockmaker, he's not crazy. Ah, so you do know him. I assume you have been into a Thirster then. Horrid place, I must say, too dazzling. Well, that's exactly where I want to go after I find my kitty. Good for you, your fragile little mind will be safe there with all of those boring creatures. Look, I'm gonna go now, you wicked tree. My kitty is waiting for me. Right, let's wake Mother Mabuka up. Here we go. And that's it. She's now awake. Oh, be aware of Mabuka. The awakened darkness rises from the unknown. Oh, I'm sorry to wake you up, Mother Mabuka, but I need a favor from you. Can somebody tell me who this creature is? Quite insolent for such a tiny body. Hey, I can answer that myself. I'm Fran Bow, a human girl, 11 years old, and I'm very brave, so you know. A human in Mabuka's den? Huh, that's amusing. Who brought you in here? Well, that would be Ramor. I think he's your son, isn't he? Did my son manage to enter your head already? You mean like cutting my head open? I don't think so. Did you drink or eat some reddish potion or beans? Beans? My pills look like red beans, so yeah, I took a whole bottle. Then I cannot use violence against you. The power has been unleashed. I hope you find beneath the ground the truth that you seek. Thank you, but what power has been unleashed? Can you tell me? The power inside you, don't you know? You were selected by the 5 realms of essential existence to be the keeper of the key. The 5 realms of essential existence was created parallel with time. What? What are you talking about? The keeper of the key? Who told you this? The great Valakas from Primeve told us everything a long time ago. The keeper will be hunted by the Son of Darkness after feeding from the Red Seed. But you are too young, I must say, too young indeed to be the keeper of the key. There's something about you. Did something obscure happen to you? I think Ramor killed my parents, Mother Mabuka. Can you imagine how that feels? I am all of those feelings, Fran Bow. I am all of the sinister, all of the darkness you can imagine. I feed from tears and sorrow, from desperation and fear. But then you don't really care if Ramor killed my parents. I thought you were nice. I am curious about knowing the reason, if it makes you feel any better. Now I understand it's the reason itself, the truth you're seeking. Go on, keeper of the key. Be brave now. I'll open my heart for you. There she goes, opening up the heart. It shatters, we can go down the hole. Her eyes are bleeding. So let's go. We're in a weird little hospital reception now. Suppose we talk to a receptionist. Do I know you from somewhere? You took something from me, didn't you, you little thief? Where is my knitting needle? Ah, did you stab all your little friends with it? What knitting needle? Are you the dead nurse I saw back in the Oswald Asylum? Do I look dead to you? Ah, you little beast. Take a number, would you? And wait your turn in the waiting room. But Miss Nurse, I don't need medical attention. I just want to find my kitty. Take a number and wait. I won't repeat myself. Alright, here we go then. We'll take a number. It's number 7. Could be worse. At least it's not like those cartoons where you take a number and it's like number 2006 or something, you know? You have to wait for like years. Let's go and check out the waiting room next then. And here you can see we've got all manner of creatures in here. It's a bit like that film Beetlejuice, if you guys have ever seen that. The waiting room of the dead in that film with all the gruesome things living in it. He says, oh, I wonder how long I must wait now. Hours? Maybe days. Huh, I've been waiting for a week now. How long has everyone else been waiting? I've been waiting for like a month. But I have number 2, so it must be my turn very soon. I have been waiting for like 3.5 weeks. Totally hopeless. Excuse me everyone, but is there a way to make things faster? Yes, become a doctor yourself. That would be faster. And doing that, you could also help all of us. But why won't you become a doctor yourself then? I can't be a doctor, I feel very sick. I can't, my right eye is blinded. I have this broken horn, you see. I can't be a doctor, I must be a patient. Neither can I've lost my ability to frighten myself in front of a mirror. Well, I'm not sick at all, so please let me go before you all, okay? I can't. I don't even know what illness I have. That's why I'm here. But how can you not know? Do you feel pain somewhere? That's a very hard question. Make it softer. How can I make a question softer? That's strange to say. Hey, have you tried pulling your eyes off? It helps sometimes. Ugh, enough, it's impossible to talk sense with any of you. Of course you can't make sense of us. You've only known us for a few minutes. That's very little time to understand it all. That's true, but it would be nice to use some common sense. Why? What does common sense do that uncommon sense doesn't? Well, it helps you to better understand each other. We understand each other very well with our uncommon sense anyway. Yeah, we actually do. We respect the differences. But who is the one that sees it all then? You mean Mabuka? No, Mabuka knows everything. It's just not the same as seeing everything. Now, I want to wait because talking won't make the wait go any faster. Alright. Thanks for nothing. I don't know why I'm doing voices, guys. I just figured I'd make this episode a bit spicier because, you know, normally I just read it all out. And then at the end of this episode, I thought I'll just incorporate some voices. I'm not really acting. I'm just kind of saying stuff in accents here, but it just helps differentiate when there's so many characters on screen. Anyway, what we need to do here, guys, is we need to actually use this ticket on this guy and ask to swap the tickets over. Do you see the screen? I have number 2. It's almost my turn. Or would it be possible to exchange our tickets as I have number 7? No, I need to know if I'm in pain. I'd need to know what illness I have. Well, what if I find out what illnesses you have? Would you then give me your tickets? Sure, if I'm still here when you come back. Right, so we need to find out what this guy's illness is. The only person that we can ask for that is the all-seeing eye, because the all-seeing eye knows everything. So we're gonna head on back to the all-seeing eye, which is through here, and we're gonna speak to him or her and ask what the patient's illness is. Excuse me, I need your help. Oh, of course you do. What can I do for you? Can you tell me what illness the creature who has ticket number 2 suffers from? He's in the waiting room, waiting. Let me see. Ah, I see him, but from what I see, it's not really an illness. It's just a headache caused by low levels of agony inside him. Wow, But is it possible to help him somehow? I need his ticket. Yes, cry all the tears you can cry until you fill up this bottle. That will do it. But don't forget, the tears must be caused by real sorrow. That won't be a problem. I'm at a very problematic point in my life. I thought everything was going to be better when Kitty and I got home. But now, everything is so confusing. Aunt Grace is totally crazy. Talking to her was horrible. I really trusted her. I don't know what to do now. Mabuka said I was selected for something, but she fell asleep again and won't answer my questions. I need my Kitty. Mr. Midnight's hugs are the biggest comfort in my life. I just want to find him so we can go back to her Förster and be happy. Now she's crying into the bottle, her tears of agony and pain and suffering dripping in there. Lovely pain, so profound. There you go, a bottle full of tears. The bottle is now full of your tears. Give it to the critter that has your ticket. Go on now. Time does not wait for anybody. Thank you. I'm going now, goodbye. Right, let's go. So, we want to go back to room 103, down the hole, into this room, and of course we're going to give the bottle of tears over to this weird creature, which looks like a kind of bedraggled rat or something. Here, drink this, you'll feel much better. Oh, trying to poison me? Huh, how lovely, let's see. It tastes like the most profound and darkest elixir I've ever tasted before. Give me more, give me more. No, leave me alone. You promised to give me the ticket if I helped you. All right, here you go. Ticket number 2 in our possession. And thank you. Your tears taste absolutely delicious. Okay, off he goes. He's all better, we cured him. Doesn't need that ticket anymore. So now it's time to show our ticket to the receptionist and get through door number 106. Hello, patient number 2. We're gonna do all we can to save you. Do you have an appointment? Well, not really. You told me to take a number and wait. I'm sorry, we don't help sick people without an appointment. But I'm not sick, I just lost my kitty and I just want to find him again. A lost kitty? Don't worry, that's a natural reaction to your sickness. You're lucky though, many lose their mind instead. Huh, lucky? But how do I get an appointment then? Oh, just call me. Here's my card with the telephone number. Now you remember guys, we saw that telephone a bit earlier, so that's where we're gonna be heading next. So yeah, she just says we have to call her to make the appointment, so up we go. We're gonna go back and find the telephone. It's down the hatch of room 105. And here it is. So we need to punch in the number. 0122 1217276. Here we go. Oh, hello. Yes, you told me to call to make an appointment? It's Fran Bow. Uh-huh. I'm available now. No. Yes, I do have a pair of eyes. Really? Okay. I'll see you in a minute then. Great, thank you. Bye-bye, yes, bye. Right, there we go. We've spoke again on the phone to receptionist, booked our appointment. So we had to book one apparently. And now we should be able to just go straight through. Hello, patient number 2. Do you have an appointment? Yes, Fran Bow is my name and the appointment is now. Let me check the archives. Yes, there you are. The doctor will see you in a minute. Just go through the door to your right. All right then, thanks. Here we go then. Oh, the heck is that? I'm sorry, did I scare you? You look quite pallid. Whew, yes, what a nightmare. You look like a healthy human. Oh, thank you, I guess. Now, if you don't mind, I have an appointment. I don't mind, actually, because it's none of my business. And off he goes, that weird-ass ghost. Looks pretty freaky. Let's head on through. There's Ramor. You haven't chosen to end your life yet? Isn't the pain you feel enough? You are Amor, aren't you? I haven't gotten the chance to introduce myself properly. Sadly, I cannot be seen in the third reality for long periods of time. I am Ramor, the terrible black Prince of Darkness. I know who you are. Don't try and act like nothing's happened. Did you kill my parents? Where is my cat? And what did you do to Dr. Deern? I enjoy immensely seeing your suffering dripping from your eyes. I feed from it. You're the manifestation of my darkest desires. I can use you for whatever I want. You are under my power. That's not true, not anymore. I won't allow you to trick me anymore. Tell me, why did you kill my parents? Why? You are assuming that it was I who did such a terrible thing. I saw you that night outside my window. It must have been you that did it. You trust your eyes too much. Haven't you learned that human receptors are weak? Your body is fragile, easy to corrupt. What's happening now? Oh, okay. Oh my god, look, it was Fran that did it. This is her parents' sort of murder scene. It was Fran that did it, under the control of Ramor. She says, no, it can't be, stop it. I didn't do it, I didn't, it wasn't me. Stop it, please. No, that's horrible. Who was it, my darling, who killed your parents? The dull little critter must suffer and die before becoming a star. Oh man, he's gonna try and turn us into a star. By kind of making us suffer, that's why we killed our parents. It's all coming together, just as Leon's diary sort of foretold, I guess. She says, I haven't killed my parents, I haven't. The monster wants to trick me, I know it. Everybody is crazy around here. I have to find Kitty and leave. Alright, we better get up then and go. It's time to sort of end this thing. Let's head through the door. Here we go. There's Mr. Midnight. Kitty, my darling, I'm here for you. Are you alright? Kitty, answer me. What's wrong with you? Why won't you talk to me, Mr. Midnight? Please, don't do this to me. Talk to me, Mr. Midnight. This isn't funny. It's this place, isn't it? You must get out of here so that we can talk to me again. I'll take you to a Thirster, my darling. Polontrus can help us. I promise you, nothing will tear us apart again. Wow. Oh, Kitty, I'll be right back. I must help Dr. Deern, alright? He seems to be in trouble. Right, so, what we need to do is close this door. Because I tried to close this door, I tried to actually go back out. And there's a picture here, guys. And as you can see, when you bring up the picture, it shows all of the people. You can see the star there in the background on the picture, but all of the people of the Oswald facility. What's interesting about this is it's the Center of Brain Research and Pineal Gland Phenomena. And it's got Christine Fontaine, who's the nurse there, Clara and Mia Bohalmet, who are obviously the twins, the conjoined twins that we saw earlier, who got thrown down the well. Then Gladys Hannah, who is there, another nurse. We obviously had the note written from Grace to Gladys in the previous episode, which said to pretend that Fran had died to the newspapers. And then it says Grace and Lucia Dagenhart. Now this, as of course Lucia is, who's this woman here, or this child here, ended up growing up to be Fran's mother. And Grace is her sister, her twin sister. They were both children at the Oswald facility. So Fran's mother was actually a child at the Oswald facility herself, being monitored by none other than Dr. Oswald Harrison, who's in the wheelchair here, and then Leon Castillo, who wrote the diary with all the information we have, is this tall guy here. So it all ties back to the facility. All of the people came from it and originated from this facility. that were part of the game's story. So that's quite interesting. Now we need to take this syringe here, and we need to use this to wake up Dr. Dean over here. Maybe this will wake him up. Here we go. Damn, what was that? Don't worry, Dr. Dean, it's me, Fran. Oh, what? I can't see very well. Fran Bow, sir, from the Oswald Asylum. We were at the cemetery, remember? Fran, what happened? Why am I tied to a chair? What have you done? Oh, I'm trying to help you, sir. The big monster brought you here. We must go. Come on, Fran. Monsters? I don't feel like playing games. Alright, it wasn't a monster at all. Just let me help you. There we go, we freed him, or partially freed him. And here's Dr. Oswald and Aunt Grace. But what is she doing here? I thought you chained her. Oh, I did. I told you she was hard to tame. Do you want me to get rid of her? Get rid of me? Aunt Grace, what are you talking about? Who's this old man? How lovely. You sound just like your mother when she was young. My mother? Do you know her? Who are you? I'm Dr. Oswald Harrison. I know everything about you, Fran. Oswald from the Oswald Asylum? Yes, Fran, the same old man. But why do you know about my mother and my aunt? Well, many years ago I was studying the magnificent complexity of twin siblings. Lucia and Grace were part of my study. Both helped me to find the key to success. The key? Do you know that my mother and father were murdered? Yes, of course. Ramor did a great job. His power of manipulation is extraordinary. What I don't understand is how you can be so calm about it. It was you holding that knife after all. I'm not calm, sir. I knew it was Ramor all the time, but why does he hunt me? Ramor is the manifestation of your weakness. A blinded and powerful manifestation of your fears. But why would the monster kill my parents? Because your parents were interfering with my work. But I actually did you a favor. You were suffering. And pain is connected to growth and strength, Fran. Oswald, please, let's just do what we need to do. Aunt Grace, please don't be mad at me, we're family. Let us go. My kitty and I can find a place without bothering you. Please, just let us go. Yes, you're right, Fran. I'm so sorry for being so hard on you. Come on, let's go now. I don't trust Aunt Grace at all. I'm just gonna put it out there, guys. We have to go and follow her by the look of it. She's holding the cat over the chasm. Fran, my dear, listen to me. You must know Dr. Oswald only wants the best for you. When Lucia was pregnant with you, he knew you'd be a very special girl. He told us to take good care of you, but your mother betrayed us. She wanted to hide you from us. She thought we wanted to kill you, but that's not true at all. Dr. Oswald really wants to give you the best. But for that, you must allow him to try a little experiment on you. Hell no, no way we're having an experiment tried out on us. I refuse that. She says, and then everything will be fine? Of course, but there is still one thing we must take care of. This little traitor must go. No, the cat! She just drops him, okay. No! No, kitty! Poor little kitty, poor Fran, look at her crying. Come on, Fran, stop weeping. The cat is dead now. But he was my friend. You killed my best friend. You also helped kill my parents, didn't you? Didn't you? How can you live with yourself? I hate you. I hate you. Oh, she's choking her. Okay. Stop it, Fran. Help, help. Please, help. She's just choking her. Oswald's just rolling up in his wheelchair. He's got a gun. Don't you dare touch Grace, you little monster. Oh, okay. Didn't expect that. Actually shoots Fran. Wow, okay. Oh my goodness. She's totally insane. Bring her to me. I'll do the experiment while she's still warm. I need to extract the brain right away. I'm gonna take her brain out, no way. Fran, are you alright? What have you done with her? She tried to kill me. You were right about Fran, Dr. Dern. She was sick. But she's bleeding. Let me take care of her. No, you won't. She is mine now. I've been waiting for this moment for many years. Looking for the right child, the right brain. And now that I can have her, nothing can stop me. Wow, I wouldn't be so sure of that. So look, we've got Itwood in the house. He's using his what? He's using his like Jedi force. That was cool. He used like his Jedi abilities. He just like pushes them out. Okay, so Itwood to the rescue, I guess. He says, "Oh, Fran, everything will be fine." Who are you? I'm Itwood, the one many children talk about. But you're not human. And he's doing a little spell. Oh, and here we go. Polontrus came back. Gorska, Itwood, I found him. Oh my goodness. Stay away from the girl. Leave her alone. Mr. Midnight's alive. Little Fran must be cured. Do you think you can use the same body? Yes, she's not completely gone yet. Here I go. We're bringing her back. Oh, Mother Mabuka, you took the innocence of the child. Fran is now dead and alive. Wake up in darkness, Fran, and you'll be able to walk towards the light. Here we go. Can we bring her back? Yes. She's being brought back. Removing the bullets from inside her. And healing her wound. Look at that. That's kind of a nice little scene. There we go. Kind of creepy. It's one of those things that's creepy, but at the same time, kind of sweet as well. Like something out of Tim Burton. I'm glad Itwood ended up being a nice character. I was very sort of suspicious of this guy for a long time. Oh, what happened? Itwood? Polontrus? My heart hurts. Mr. Midnight, how? You're alive, my kitty. I missed you so much. Please, say something. Fran, we must go now. Go? All right. Dr. Dern, look, this is Itwood and Polontrus. I told you about them, remember? I told you they were real, see? Can you believe me now? Oh. What's going on? Is he changing because we injected him with this, like, drug? He can't hear you. I think he is under the power of Mabuka now. We really must leave now. But can he come with us, please? He's been really nice to me. He really wanted to protect me and help me. We can't bring him with us, I'm sorry. But what we can do is make him believe that all of this was just a dream, and he will wake up and think nothing of this really happened. But he won't remember you, Fran. I see. That's okay, I guess, as long as he's safe. That's very kind. You're finally seeing beyond your own desires. You are becoming one with everything. Your parents would be very proud of you. You really think so? Oh, thanks, Polontrus. Now, let's send Dr. Dern home. He's doing a little spell to send him home. And off Dr. Dern goes. Hopefully his eyes heal up as well. And he's not blind for the rest of his life. Goodbye, Dr. Dern. Let's go now, Fran. There's so much for you to see and learn. Well, that sounds fun. Okay, let's go, kitty. I still don't know many things. But one thing that I do know, that between guilt and fear, I choose happiness. Ah. And there we go. They're flying through the sky. We've got Pelantras, we've got the airship with it twirling it behind us. Kind of a happy ending. I feel like it's not really a happy ending because I think Fran's kind of crazy. But I'll be examining that for the Story Explained video. And that's it. That's the end. That had a really kind of interesting ending. I didn't expect it to like, sort of like end up there, but yeah, that was kind of cool. And this game I actually did enjoy a lot more than I thought I was going to enjoy. I wasn't actually sure about playing this. I only really played it because you guys kept asking for it in my comments when I asked for game suggestions and stuff. This game kept cropping up. So I'm happy I played it now. It was a good recommendation, so thanks to everyone that did recommend this. I will be putting together, look, it says English proofreading. It's all spelt incorrectly as a little joke. It was overall, it was a really cool game. I think there's a game called Little Misfortune that sort of follows on from this, I've been told. So it might be worth playing that at some point, but that would be probably in a few months' time, not right now. But yeah, I had a really good time with that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, this playthrough. Okay guys, this is me talking now from the second time I recorded it. You might have noticed there towards the end of the video, I actually recovered my audio from the first recording and just kind of had my original reaction to the ending there. I basically noticed there was no sound like towards the end of the game, so hopefully that was okay for you. I know that this video was basically me just kind of reading a lot of dialogue because I already had solved the puzzles, but hopefully you enjoyed the playthrough of Fran Bow on the channel. If you have enjoyed it, of course, just remember to hit the like button below. Leave me a comment as well. You can let me know if there's any other kinds of games you'd like me to play on the channel, if you've got any other suggestions. So thanks for taking the time to watch this playthrough if you have, and I will see you all on the next video.